Ballast is provided to give support, load transfer and drainage to the track and thereby keep water away from the rails and sleepers. Ballast must support the weight of the track and the considerable cyclic loading of passing trains. Individual loads on rails can be as high as 50 tons, 55 US or short tons, and around 80 short tons on a heavy haul freight line. Ballast is made up of stones of granite, or a similar material, and should be rough in shape to improve the locking of stones. In this way they will better resist movement. Ballast stones with smooth edges do not work so well. Ballast will be laid to a depth of 9 to 12 inches, up to 300 mm on a high-speed track. Ballast weighs about 1,600 to 1,800 kg per cu per m. Track. The usual track form consists of the two steel rails, secured on sleepers, or cross ties shortened to ties in the US, so as to keep the rails at the correct distance apart, the gauge, and capable of supporting the weight of trains. There are various types of sleepers and methods of securing the rails to them. Sleepers are normally spaced at 650 mm, 25 inches, to 760 mm, 30 inches, intervals, depending on the particular railway's standard requirements. Sleepers, ties, traditionally, sleepers, known as ties in the US, are wooden. They can be softwood or hardwood. Most in the UK are softwood, although London Underground uses a hardwood called jarrahwood. Sleepers are normally impregnated with preservative and, under good conditions, will last up to 25 years. They are easy to cut and drill and used to be cheap and plentiful. Nowadays, they are becoming more expensive and other types of materials have appeared, notably concrete and steel. Concrete is the most popular of the new types as shown here. Concrete sleepers are much heavier than wooden ones, so they resist movement better. They work well under most conditions, but there are some railways which have found that they do not perform well under the loads of heavy haul freight trains. They offer less flexibility and are alleged to crack more easily under heavy loads with stiff ballast. They also have the disadvantage that they cannot be cut to size for turnouts and special track work. A concrete sleeper can weigh up to 320 kilograms, 700 pounds, compared with a wooden sleeper which weighs about 100 kilograms or 225 pounds. The spacing of concrete sleepers is about 25% greater than wooden sleepers. Another sleeper design consists of two concrete blocks joined by a steel bar. It is 30% lighter than a regular concrete sleeper, allowing it to be moved manually. It is popular in France, where it is called stedef, and for some lighter track forms like those used for tramway systems. Here is an example in Manchester, awaiting a second layer of ballast to take it up to sleeper level. Steel sleepers are also now used on more lightly used roads, but they are regarded as suitable only where speeds are 100 miles per hour, 160 kilometers per hour, or less. In the US, most ties are made of oak soaked in creosote. They can last up to 20 years. Most Class 1 RRs will replace them after 5 to 10 years and then sell them as used. Concrete ties are popular in the western US and on passenger lines in the east. Recently, composite ties have come on the market. They are made of something like old tires and recycled plastic. They can be used and spiked like regular ties, cost about 50% less and save on trees.